Hey, what is going on, guys? Your boy Epic's coming at you with a brand new video. Well, like I promised, I'm going to be showing you some of the bulk spots that I like to put around the maps. Today we're going to be starting off with the map Chalet on secure area. And it actually works for both secure area, hostage, and bomb, because most of the bomb sites are in the same area. The first map we're going to be doing, it's going to be snowmobile. We start from bottom to top, and we'll make our way to see what good camera spots will give you enough intel, because this game is all about intelligence, so you're gonna need as much intelligence as possible. But we can start off by wine cellar. Obviously, to win garage, you're gonna have to hold down wine cellar, because wine cellar is a big part of garage. I don't know why people always reinforce this wall or this wall and this wall. You need wine cellar to be hold down, because if you all stay in this room, you'll eventually get pinched from there, wine cellar, and the stairs, or the garage abandoned doesn't do his right job. And let's say he's bandit trick and he fails, he dies, you get pinched from all four sides, so you're fucked. The great chance you could have is probably holding down wine cellar and putting like shield down and like aiming down sight here, and you break a hole and aim down sight there. But yeah, that's for another video. But anyway, a good camera spot I like to put in wine cellar. I usually like putting it up here by this lamp. It's really not hidden, but it's like you can't really see it due to the light that's there. That's better. Okay, so it like blends in with the light, so you can't really see it. People are gonna be aiming like this. They're not really gonna be aiming here. They're gonna be aiming more up here. So when people start walking through the wine cellar, you could get on your camera and you can see if they're coming in or they're outside. Gives you enough information. It doesn't really show you the whole room, but it gives you enough information for you to tell if somebody's coming through the wine cellar or not. There's another good spot here. You just put it inside this area. You can put it in any shelf. I usually like put it on the second shelf. It like blends in, you know. So this is a good camera too, because it tells you who's around inside already. It doesn't really show you if somebody's coming in. I tried blowing this up and see if you can make a hole to see that, but you can't. You could also put it up there in that corner. That's why I usually end up putting it right in order to make it there. Usually it takes a few tries, but you don't have time for that. There we go. See, it's on top of the shelf, so they can't really see it. They walk in, they don't really see it, and boom, it shows you almost the whole room. Tells you who's who and who's where. These are good camera spots. I usually end up putting it there for wine cellar. Another area that I usually like to put it while the preparation phase, by the way, not necessarily during the game, because it's gonna be too late. You can either watch these lobby stairs and see if somebody's coming down here, or in the lobby going into bar. I usually like putting it same spot as the dining room, up there or here. I usually end up putting it up there, but this is a good spot, so it tells you if somebody's coming down these stairs. You can tell your buddies that, oh, he's coming down the main lobby stairs. Where is it? Okay. But I usually like to put it up there, because you can see like if they're going into bar or not and stuff like that. But that's a good spot. I prefer this one because it's hidden, not like this one. People will start marking it and they'll be like, oh, where's the camera? And they look up, they're like, right there, and it's gone. That's one spot. Or if you want to watch these stairs, usually people put cameras here. Usually they put it up there, but I don't really recommend that, or here or here. You could put it under this table. It's a better spot, because they don't really expect it, because they're walking down the stairs and then they start looking in the corners for like bow cameras. They don't see it, they walk in. You can see literally you can see all of them. Like, it tells you if they're coming or not. It's a nice spot, and the only way to get it really is to crash, but then that leaves you vulnerable, because then you could tell your friend, oh, he's prone, he's trying to look for the camera. You walk out and then pick him off. That's a nice spot. I usually put it there. Another good spot would be over here by these little sculptures or whatever, or trophies. You can put it behind this trophy over here. I usually like to put it there. You need to try to manipulate it a little, try to move it around. Right there, that's good. They don't really notice that, because when they walk down the stairs, they're not really aiming here. They're aiming more down here, and they start looking down, make them the way down the stairs. And once they're here, you can literally see almost everything. Literally, you can see if they're going up, down, or they're up there. It's a good spot. I don't really put it there, but I'm just giving it out to you guys, just in case you wanna get this area on hold. Final part of snowmobile garage, I usually like to put it outside. You have lots of options. If you go up here in this corner on the left, right, you grab your camera and you tilt a little to the left. If you could just throw it out like this. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna try one more time. This time I made it. Look, see, it lands onto the plants. Doesn't really, it's not really shown, but like I said, it's pretty not great because it's cautious. People start walking through this way, they look at the camera, boom, it's gone. But my favorite camera I usually like to put is up here. If you look up and you put it up there, it's an amazing camera. Nobody really expects that. It's up there and it gives you an amazing view of outside. Look, it tells you where they're coming from, who's out there. It's an amazing camera because nobody really expects it up here. I love this camera the most. I usually always end up putting it here. Gives me enough information. Tells me who's in the garage, but it doesn't really show me if thermite's gonna thermite, so I can't really help band it out. But yeah, those are the cameras for snowmobile garage. Next we're gonna be doing bar. So yeah, the next spot we'll be doing was bar location. That's if the biohazard is in bar. I'm gonna show you the camera spots that will help you out to get some intel around bar. To look at lobby, it's either here, where I showed you before, where it lets you see all this area and it's well hidden, or the one at the top. I usually end up putting it all the way at the top because it's like it gives you information for the top floor too, because you know how people usually like to breach from here and almost this whole part of the top floor just to see into bar. That camera will let you know if somebody's breaching from up there, so it gives you enough information and it tells you if anybody's in the lobby or so. This is a nice camera. I like this to look at lobby specifically, and the top floor of course. Is in this hallway over here. Now you got a few options. You could put it on the top of this lamp, or you could put it over here by these trophies again, like before from snowmobile. If you put one here, you can see this hallway and a little bit these stairs. This time if you put it through here, you get to see this hallway and the top stairs. I usually like to put it there, but it's not really as important as gaming room, because you have two choices. It's either gaming room or this hallway, gaming hallway. I usually like to put it in the gaming room because this is usually reinforced and thermite always comes here to try to thermite charge. What I like to do is either put a camera up there in that lamp or under the table where it's more hidden. You see, if you put it, I usually like putting it up here, but the thing is that it's really noticeable and people can just walk in and see it. A good idea to do is put it under the table. Under the table gives you enough information and it's well hidden. They can't really find it unless you're prone. But I doubt they're gonna do that, because if they try to prone, you can just tell one of your teammates to come. Look, he's prone on the floor. He comes and picks him off and then he runs. But yeah, like I said, it's either here on the lamp, like that, right, where they walk in, break these doors, those windows, this window. They can't really see anything because they're crouching and walking in, trying to aim for that door only and try to peek through that drone hole. So that camera will reveal the spots. Let's say he's already here, thermite's here on this wall trying to put his thermite charge. You can see him on the camera. You can see that window over there and this window over here. And you can see if anybody else in the game room. So who's ever roaming upstairs, he could just make a kill hole right here, and as soon as he sees thermiting, he could just kill him from right above. This is a good peek spot. And if you don't want to do it that way, can I pick? No, I can't. If you don't want to do it that way, you could put it on this table where it's really hidden. You see, look, watch, boom, really hidden. They can't see it, and you can see enough. See, you can see their feet, and that's enough information to tell you what they're doing or how many are inside this room. It's really hidden. They can't find it, and you can mark them. They won't be able to find it unless they're prone. And like I said, they prone. You tell your teammate. Your teammate comes over here, picks them off, and leaves. So yeah, that's the gaming room setup I usually do. Usually for the third camera, I usually end up putting it somewhere in here. I'm not really sure where a good spot is, because if I try to put it up there, these bars over here try to block the view. And like I said, that's why that camera up there is for, so you can see anybody is up here. So I suggest you hold on to this camera, or you can put it anywhere else where I just told you. Now we're gonna be showing you how to get enough information with Valkyrie's cameras in dining room. This is if your objective is in dining room to defend. You're gonna want to have information for the lobby, information for the trophy, or information for the stairs over here, and you need absolutely a camera outside to give you enough information. So I'm going to show you the camera spots for lobby. Anyway, the lobby is basically the same thing as before for defending bar, snowmobile. You're going to want to put it by these plants or up here. For this situation, I usually like putting it up there again. I mostly like putting my cameras up there. I don't know why, it's so obscured. See, it's not it's a little noticeable. You gotta hit it right on the money, like literally on that corner, just to be a good spot, because it blends in with that dark area. But yeah, I usually like putting it up there so I can see upstairs if any attackers are up there, or anybody's coming from the lobby. It's not really noticeable unless you start marking on it. It gives you enough information, like I said, for attackers up there. You have one of the two options. Either you want to have a camera here in trophy room, or you're going to want to have a camera out here where you can see if anybody's coming from the basement or up these stairs. I usually like to go with trophy room, because trophy room is so, like, you need to hold this down. If you don't, then this is where it goes bad for you, because thermite's gonna come here and thermite this wall, and they can see through the kitchen all the way to dining hall or dining room. And trophy, you can see this whole part, and it's really dangerous if you don't hold this correctly. So I usually put in a camera in that corner. So, and then I usually don't reinforce this, and I have a hole here, so that way when I know somebody's coming to trophy, I just defend here and turn, and then start shooting them from here. That's it. Next peak hole, by the way. Another good spot is on these trophies over here. I just like putting it right there where it's not really that noticeable. Gives you enough information. See, tells you who's there, tells you who's over there. This is a nice spot because it's in the middle. They can't really notice it, because when they come in, they're more paying attention to who's around here, and this thing is kind of blocking it. But if you just do it right and you put it like right inside the bear, it's not really that noticeable. I've done it before. It's a little hard, but if you get it right, trust me, it's gonna be worth a while, because it's just hidden. It's well hidden, and it gives you enough information on both sides. I like putting it there sometimes, if not in that corner. If you can't make that, then I suggest you put it in that corner right there, so you can control money. I mean trophy, money, trophy, yeah. And if you don't want to keep it there, right, to look over trophy, I suggest that you put it in this hallway over here, because most people come attack from this door, or when they're coming from stairs, they start walking downstairs, and then they start peeking through here, trophy and kitchen, and then they start making their way to dining hall or dining room. Or people come from the basement, like Ash or Bug, they start shooting up here to get killed from on the bottom. They start walking up and start making their way here. So a good spot would be over here. Nobody really knows about this. People don't put cameras here, but I usually put them, and it's really fucking awesome. They don't know it's there, and then they're like so confused on where the fuck the camera is. So like it tells you if anybody coming from the basement or from upstairs. This is a good camera because it's really helpful. It's helped me clutch so many times when people come in here and attack from here. It tells me where they are. I'm just like, oh shit, there's one in the hallway. Okay. But yeah, that's another spot. Like I said, I usually like putting it in the lobby and in trophy, because trophy is more hard to defend, and if it gets taken by the enemy, you're gonna want to know who's there. Final camera is either is gonna have to be up here, definitely up here, because thermite usually likes to thermite this and go into kitchen, and they usually end up breaching this whole floor. So you either have two options: put it up there or put it up here, where they're gonna most likely. I suggest you put it here, because Ash, Bug, and all these people with breaching charges end up breaching the whole floor just to fucking get you killed. But I think you're gonna want to put a camera in here because especially when people like to breach charge up here, I suggest you put a camera around this plant over here because mostly nobody really notices, and it's really hidden because of those leaves over there. They don't really see it unless the blue light's there, but you're just gonna want to peek that and try like not to peek it too much so that way they don't notice that it's there. You could angle it a little so it can hide on exactly on the leaves. I usually like to put it right there. There we go. Look, see, it's really hidden. It's nice. You can't really see the enemy is gonna come in here like, okay, and then start putting breaching charges and stuff, and you're gonna be looking in the camera like, oh, there's 1 or 2 breaching up there, and you're gonna want to throw a C4 exactly where they are. So if you have a C4 in your inventory, you're gonna want to wham and blow them up. I like doing that because and they were like, what the fuck, how he know I was there, and then they end up seeing the camera right there. That's a good spot to put it. If not, you can put it under here. I usually put it there too, so it's well hidden. See, it gives you enough information of the room, tells you who's there, and it's like down here, so you can't really see it. If you put it more over there, it's harder to see. So, see, it gives you enough information who's there. That's a well hidden spot. I like it too. And I think that's it for this room because everywhere else is gonna be easy to spot unless you put it in that dark corner. But even then, people are gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and then they see that camera to destroy it. Another good spot would be up here, but it doesn't really show you the whole room. It shows you a little, but in this area only. You can't see who enters the room, but that's a nice spot too. I guess. A good area would be under this table over here. You can put it here. Try to make it so it can make it to the wall over here. It's hard. You're gonna have to try your best, but you don't have enough time for that, so you need to give it a shot. If not, just quit it. See, that's a nice spot. It's well hidden. They're not gonna notice it's there, and when Thermite comes here, he's not gonna really pay attention. Let's say Thermite, you can see if he's there, you can see who's in the room and stuff like that, if they come in through there or not. It's a nice spot. I like it. Pick up my camera, give me a second. And also find your own space. I usually like to put it in here too, up here. It's well hidden. They don't really know about this spot. See, it gives you enough information. You can put it there. I usually put it there too. If not, under that table. Those are good spots. You want to put it, it's in that tree over there, or you're gonna want to put it on that lamp over there. I usually like to put it on that tree over there because it's way easier. And the lamp, it's I like to put it there because it blends in with the light outside, or in the night the camera blends in because it's black. If you aim at the tree and you crouch and you hit, like, you aim a little high from the actual tree and you throw it outside, it lands on the tree and it's really hard for anybody to find it. It's a nice spot. It gives you enough information for who's going to trophy room and who's going to lobby and who's peeking that window, because Blackberry usually likes to peek that window. Here it's way harder to hit. Most people can't hit it. I usually end up hitting it sometimes. You gotta tilt a little, you'll make it. See, there we go. If you tilt a little higher, you'll make it to the top, tippy top, but it's a little noticeable. Not that noticeable, it's a little noticeable. If I Q's here, they're just gonna find it easy. But I don't really like the spot because all it shows you is lobby and this, and not really who's at the trophy window. Like I said, I like to usually put it in that tree because it gives me enough information for the trophy room. But yeah, these are all the cameras for kitchen or dining room. Next we're going to be doing library. One more time. There we go. See, it's well hidden and it tells you where everybody is. It's a nice spot. You're gonna have to do a little to the, well, you're gonna have to do a little to the left for your screen, but it ends up being a little to the right for the camera. It's a nice spot. Nobody really sees it. It tells you who's coming up the ladder, who's outside those windows. I like that spot, and it doesn't really let the enemy know that you actually opened a barricade to throw a camera outside, so they're not really gonna expect that area. But yeah, guys, that concludes my camera spots for Chalet for all objectives in secure area game mode. Basically, they all work the same for every single game mode: bomb and hostage. You just gotta be really creative with these camera spots. Do it in places where nobody really notices them, where nobody really expects them, and you'll be good. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like button, give me some feedback, and let me know how I did. It would really help if you subscribe or share me around. It really helps out me and the channel. I hope to become something big one day, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.